Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Apba golf fans and Apba game players. Tiger Bob here from Bay City, Michigan. Going to play a round of golf at Wicker Basket with 1971 all-time great Lee Trevino. Wicker Basket is actually Merion Golf Course. It's the East Course. A lot of big tournaments over the years have been played there. It is in Haverford, Pennsylvania. It is a par 70 course, 36 on the front nine, 34 on the back. Got Lee Trevino going today. In 1971, he was the U.S. Open champion, the British Open champion, the Canadian Open champion, and the Varden Trophy winner, which is the lowest scoring, the best scoring leader, the lowest scores. So let's see how his caddy, Tiger Bob, can do with Lee Trevino today. Let's get ready for hole number one. So here we are, hole number one at Wicker Basket. Lee Trevino, he is a average 6 when it comes to his woods, 5 with the irons. His first shot, he was going to aim right around in here just to try to get within 100 yards of the pin. He was aiming R10. His shot was 245. Went L10. And actually the wind was another 5 to the left. We have a crosswind left on this one. So there's my 245. He has to roll 20. Here was the first 5. I didn't do anything for severe dog legs. That's still going straight. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. So there he was. Nicely in the fairway. And he was 100 yards away from just left of the pin, as his target area was. His second dice roll got a 6, which landed center line, but then the crosswind left, took it right on the pin. So that's 12. I threw the dice. I got a 9. So I got a 3-footer left for a birdie. And I rolled a 14, which was a 3-foot birdie. So after hole number one, Lee Trevino is 1 under par. So hole number 2 for Lee Trevino. He has a momentum and a bounce back. I'm going to use one of his momentums, the 6, the only momentum he has. So 255, R10, 25 is going to be his tee shot. So he goes 255, R10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he's only a little bit under a tree. And if you're a little bit under a tree, you do not get impeded at all. You got to be 1 full in the tree, so he's not impeded by the tree. Second shot, he's going to hit a 3-wood. This would be uphill minus 20. Dice roll was a 7 for a 235 L10 20. So I'm going to go 215 L10 20. So 100, 200, 5, 10, 15 L10, 5, 10, 15, 20. So after 2 shots, he is just off the green. He's on the right side of the pin to make a shot, possibly at it. So we're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He's actually going to go to the center of the green. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to the center of the green. Dice roll was a 54-6. 54-6 puts it right on. Hit it 35. He'd go RL5. He's going to go L5. He put it right on. That's 12 minus the dice roll. 12 minus 8. I was 4 foot away for the birdie putt. The 25, 24, he rolled in the birdie putt. So after 2 holes here at Wicker Basket, Lee Trevino is 2 under par as we go for hole number 3. Lee Trevino, hole number 3. It is a 200. It is a long par 3, like a 250-yard par 3. He is going to tee off with a 3-wood. Dice roll was a 12-25, and he hit a tough shot. Hit a 235, but we got to deduct 10 off because it's up the hill, so we hit a 225, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And he is under a tree. He is one square in a tree. He's under a tree. I rolled the dice and it said I could play aggressive or safe, so I decided to play it aggressive with my second shot. So the second shot was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 yards away. Going to go just left of hole number 1. The actual dice roll wasn't bad. 45 was a 6. It put me at +0, so I was 15 away. Rolled the dice for 15 away. Dice roll was a 4, so I was still 11 feet away from the pin. But I still had to roll the dice again to see what the effect was of being under the tree. When I rolled a 66, which is actually a clean shot, no effect. So he ended up 11 feet away for a par save. Rolled a 16-25, and he missed a par save by 2 feet, and then he calmly rolled into 2-footer. So hole number 3, he gave a stroke back, and he went from a -2 to a -1 after 3 holes. As we go to hole number 4. Lee Trevino, hole number 4 at Wicker Basket. There was no wind on this one. We are doing calm winds today. Rolled the dice. There's no wind on the first one. And he did have one bounce back. So I'm going to use a bounce back on his third hole. So his momentum and his bounce back is gone. So his average is a 6. So he hit a 255. R10. And it rolled 25, but for each 10 yards forward, it's going to go 10 left, go 5 left. So 10, 20, 5. So he is 280 right on the center line. Second shot, just going to hit a 3-wood as far as he can hit it. Rolled the dice roll, was a 55-5, so I had a good dice roll there. So I hit a 245. So there's 20, 120, 220, 230, 245, L10, 5, 10, 15, 20, but it says if the ball goes past 425, add 20 to the stated roll, so it goes another 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, so a good downhill roll. So that left him 60 yards away, center line, from the first pin. We got 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 60 yards away. 60 yards away, rolled the dice, was a 24-5. So it was a +5, R5. So we ended up a straight and a diagonal away, which is 35. Rolled the dice, was an 11. He was 24 foot away for a birdie putt. But the hole says, for all first putts, either behind or left of the pin, read one result to the left. So he is behind, got to go one result to the left. So he used the one column to the left on the putter. It was a 31 for a 15, and he missed it by 1 foot. And then he rolled into 1 foot par. So after 4 holes here, Trevino is still sitting at a -1 as we head to hole number 5. See you there. Here we go, Lee Trevino, hole number 5. 504-yard par 4. Standing on the tee, going to aim 5 to the right with a driver. Dice roll, 52's a 30, hits a 225. And it goes right 225, goes right to, and it just sticks right there in the deep rough. So wild shot way to the right, deep rough, and now he can use a pitching wedge. That's the biggest club he can use, and it has to go under buried lie. So under the pitching wedge, he gets a 53-8, so it goes 110. So 10 back to the center line, goes up here, L5. Roll the dice for the deep rough, it goes R5. and we still get a roll of 5. So he did not on 2. That's after 2. He is still far away from the green. Pulls out a 7-iron. He's going to aim. He cannot aim because he's on the center line, so he has to approach the green from the center line. Rolls a 25-5, so he hits at 160. So 20, 120, 130, 140, 150, 155, 160. It goes L5. So he's one diagonal away, so he's 20 yards away. And then he rolled 2 dice, added up to a 10. So he was still 10 foot away for a par putt. And plus he has to go 1 column to the left, because this is read 1 column to the left of actual putt distance on all other putts. And he rolls a 66-2. So he rolls in the 10-foot par putt on number 5. And now we're Lee Trevino, hole number 6. He is going to hit a 3-wood, and he's going to aim 10 to the left to just try and get it nicely in here. It is a crosswind to the right, but I got to roll after the shot to see if there is any wind effect. So tee shot, 61 was an 8. He hit it 230 yards, right 10, and it rolled 20, so he's at 250. Second shot, hit a 3-wood. This is uphill, so it's be a -10 off the shot. So 15-5 is 245, becomes a 235, so at 235 in the air. 100, 200, 10, 20, 35, which ain't bad, it's only 5 short. But then it went L10 and rolled 15. So he ended up 2 diagonals and 2 straights away. 40 and 30 is 70. 70, and I rolled an 8, so he was still 62 foot away for a birdie putt. So from 62 foot away, he played it safe. Dice roll was a 56-24, and he missed it by 6 foot. So still 6 foot away just to save birdie. Rolled the dice, rolled a 56 again for another 24. 6 foot, he got a B. So he just missed it by about 6 inches, and then he had to tap in bogey. So after hole number 6, Lee Trevino is back to even par as we head to hole number 7. See you there. Lee Trevino teeing off on hole number 7. Gonna hit a 3-wood, gonna aim 5 to the left, and there's no wind on the hole. So he hits a 32-28. So aiming 5 to the left. So it's at 230 yards. But then it goes right 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he is out of bounds. Penalty. So he's going to hit his 3rd shot from right there. So this will be his 3rd shot just from the fairway, other side of the fence. So his 3rd shot, he was 100 and so it's 510, 160, 150 away, center of the green. 3rd shot. 3rd shot, 44-5. He hit at 150. Went L5, and it did not roll, so he landed right on 1. And that's the hole he's going for. So somehow, tremendously on his 3rd shot, he put it right on number 1. So 12, and I rolled a dice roll of 7, so he is 5 foot away. 5 foot away to somehow save a par after hitting it over the chain link fence. 15 was a 9, so he rolled in a 5-foot par. So after 7 holes, Lee Trevino is still even par as we head to hole number 8. See you there. Lee Trevino teeing off on hole number 8. He's going to hit a driver, and he's going to aim 10 right. Dice roll. was a 31.6. So he hit a 255. But we're going to stop at the 235 because he has got to figure it off the cutoff here. He's going to go right 10 because the shot was 255 R10. Total shot goes 290 off 35. So he has another 55 yards to go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55. So his drive is nicely in the fairway. And he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 45, 55, 65, 75, 80. That's where he's going to aim, just so he could not end up in the rough over there. So 80 yards away, rolls a 25-4. So he gets a -5, right 5. So he ends up 40 foot away, minus the dice roll of 4. So 36 foot away for the birdie putt. He is not behind it, or he's not left of it. So 36, he's going to go safe from 36. They rolled a 36-24, and he missed it by 3 foot. And then the 3-footer, 62-11, rolled into 3-footer for par. So after 8 holes, Lee Trevino is even par as we head to hole number 9. Alrighty, hole number 9. It is another pretty long par 3. 10, 20, 30, 40. Pin number 1 is 245 yards away. He is going to hit a 2-iron. There is a headwind, but I got to roll after the dice roll to see if there's any effect by the headwind. It is downhill. It is a +20. Rolled a 63.7. So we hit it 200. So that'll become 220. So he hits a 220. It goes L5. It is a 20/15. So 20, but he's in the rough. So the 20, he's going to roll 10 yards. 5, 10. So he is right to just the edge of the green. So he's going to pull out the putter. Roll my dice roll. Roll a snake eyes. So 45 foot for the 2-3 straight lines minus the 2. He is 43 foot away for a birdie. 43 foot. He is going to play it safe. Rolled a 43-26. The 26 rolled it 4 foot away from the hole. So then for my par putt, 26 was an 18, and he rolled into 4-foot par. So after 9 holes here at Wicker Basket, Lee Trevino is at even par as we get ready to go to the back 9, the par 34 back 9. So we'll see you on the back 9. Lee Trevino on hole number 10. 300-yard par 4, short par 4 with a severe dogleg to the left. What he's going to do is he's going to try to hit it just short of the dogleg and try to hit a decent second shot approach shot. So he's going to pull out a 2-iron. He's going to aim 5 to the left. 23 was a 7. He hit it 200 yards. The shot went left and it rolled 20 yards. 5, 10, 15, 20. So very nice shape left of the center line, so he's not short-sighted, and he can go right at hole number 1. So he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 50, 60 yards away right from hole number 1. Rolled the dice roll. Dice roll was a 65, 6, which was a +0, RL5. So he ended up 1 straight line away, 15. Rolled the dice for a 7. He had an 8-foot shot left for birdie. Decided to go for it on the 8-foot birdie. Rolled a 41-19. And on hole number 10, Trevino rolls an 8-foot birdie putt to go to 1 under par as we head to hole number 11. See you there. Lee Trevino teeing off on number 11. Little 367-yard par 4. Roll the dice. No wind on this one here. And he's just going to shoot right down the middle with a 3-wood and try and get it in the fairway. Dice roll was a 63-7. Hit it 235 yards. 10 to the left. And rolled 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. Second shot, he was exactly 100 yards away from number 1. So a little risky, but he decided to just go with the approach shot from 100. Rolled a 34-16. Little apprehension, ended up being 90. L5. So he was not on the green, but at least he was not in a little creek running around number 11. So for his third shot, that put him 10 yards away from the rough. From 10 yards away, rolled a 36-6, and he was 4 foot away. So he was still on 4 foot away with a chance to still save par with a 4-footer. Rolled a 55-8 for the 4-footer, and he rolled in the par putt. So after 11, he is still -1 under. And let you know, I have played this course probably about a dozen times before. And the best I've done on this course is a 68 -2 because it is a par 70. So Lee Trevino, he's in running maybe to get my lowest round ever on Wicker Basket, otherwise known as Merion East Course. And let's head to hole number 12. Lee Trevino, hole number 12. Reaches number 12, and he is 1 under par for the round here at Wicker Basket. He's named somewhere out here with probably a 3-wood. So a 3-wood, he's named 10 to the left. What I rolled was a 63-7. The 7 was a 235. L10, and it rolls 20. But it's slanted to the right, so for every 10 yards forward, it goes 5 to the right. So there's 10 and 20. So the white is a 150 marker, so he's 150. He's 145 away from the center line on number 1. And that's I'm going to aim for the center line. And if I'm lucky, maybe I'll get a shot that lands it right on the 1 there. So he's going to go with 8-iron. The 8-iron hit a 21, which was a 6. The 6 was 145, R5. So landed right on the pin. So 12 away, minus the 2 dice roll, rolled a 9. So his second shot was a beautiful shot, 3 feet away from the pin for birdie. Goes up there, rolls a 46-26, and he rolls into 3-foot birdie putt. So after 12 holes here at Wicker Basket, Lee Trevino is -2 as we head to hole number 13. Lee Trevino, hole number 13. This is actually a little short par 3. It seems like most of the holes here are long par 3s. So he is 110 yards away from the pin, and no extra things except to get on the green, a little difficult to putt. So he is going to hit a gap wedge. He's not actually even carrying a sand wedge, but the gap wedge is the right club anyways. Dice roll. I rolled a 31 for a 5 with the gap wedge, which went 120, which was on. And that is his average. So instead of going to L5, he's going to stay there. And plus it rolled back 5 yards. So he rolled back 20, and I rolled a 6. So he was 14 foot away for a birdie attempt. So not too bad, 14 foot away for all putts. Read the one left of the column. So 14, he's going to use the 15 through 19 putt column. He's going to go for it. He has a chance of 11 or 12 possibly going in, so he's going to go for the putt. Rolled a 41 for a 19, and he missed it by 2 foot. Then I rolled a 21 to a 27, and he rolled into 2 foot par putt. So after 13 holes, Lee Trevino was still 2 under par as we head to hole number 14. Lee Trevino here on hole number 14 at Wicker Basket. It is a pretty severe dog leg, 270 yards out. He is going to hit a 3-wood. It is uphill, so it'll be a -10 on the first shot and -10 on the second shot. 3-wood was a 55 for a 5, so it hits a 245. Taking off 10 is 235. It goes L10 and a road 20. So the first shot, he's in pretty good shape. So he's going to be 510. There's a 200-yard marker, 210, 220, 225 away on his second shot. So he's going to hit a 5-wood. And just see if he can put it on the green. So on the second shot, he hits a 66-4, which is a 230, which becomes a 220. So he lands it 5 yards short of the line. It goes right 10, and he rolled it right into the sand trap. So he is 20 yards away from the pin in the sand trap. And he does have one master point he can use for sand, so he's going to use that right now. So 20 yards away from the sand. Rolls the dice, 51 for a 4. And he knocks it on the green 6 foot away from the pin. So after going to the stand, he still has a 6-footer for possibly saving par. So from 6 foot away, rolls a 16 for a 25. And the ball rolls about 6 inches short of the hole. Goes in there, taps it in, so he gets to tap in bogey on number 14. So as we head to hole number 15, the bogey puts him back to a -1. So here we go, heading to hole number 15. Lee Trevino on the tee of hole number 15. A severe dog leg to the right, with a chain link fence off to the left of some out of bounds. So he's going to hit a 2-iron off the tee. Going to aim 10 to the left. Just try to keep it safe in this area here. First shot is 5 yards, -5, and the second one is -10. So this is some more uphill. We're going up the hills on this one. So the tee off on this hole here with the 2-iron was a 46-34. So he hit a 210 and went L10 and rolled 10. We had to take off the 5, so it actually only rolled 205 because it was uphill. So it hits at a total of 215. Marked it off, and where he's aiming for is 190. Will be 5 yards short of the number 1. So that'd be 190. And he's going to hit a 3-iron. 3-iron is uphill. So he hits the 3-iron, hits a 15-5. 15-5 was 200, which put him right on what he was looking for, the 190. It actually went L5 and it rolled 10. So he ended up a diagonal on a straight line away from the hole, so he was 35. Dice roll was a 6. 29 foot away for the birdie putt on number 15. Number 15 here at the Wicker Basket is very tough putting. Read all results 2 columns to the left of the actual putt distance. So being had to go 2 columns to the left, he decided to play it safe with the putter, rolled a 25-24, and he missed it by 4 foot. So he was still 4 foot away for the par putt. Had to go 2 columns to the left, so he had to putt from the 6-foot column. He ended up rolling in the par putt. So a 6-footer, he rolled it in for par. And at the end of 15, he is still 1 after par. So Lee Trevino still chasing the lowest round I ever had at a -2 as we head to the last 3 holes here at Wicker Basket. Hole number 16. I'm going to tee off with a 5-wood. It's downhill. So it's going to add 20 to the flight of the shot. He's aimed 10 to the right. So we're going to try and get it somewhere in that area there. Dice roll was a 35-6. So it's a 220 plus the extra 20, hit a 240. We want R5 instead of R10 because of the bonus allowance. We want R5. And then it went another 10. So he's right at the 250 mark on the tee shot. So he hits the fairway. Second shot, aiming for number 1. He hit a 5-iron. 5-iron was a 25-5. Hit it 180 yards. So 5, 30, 35, 185, 180. So he just cleared the red line for the false front. Once again, he hit the bonus, so he's not going to go left or right. And he's going to roll 5 yards. So he rolls a diagonal and a straight line away. He was 35 away. I rolled an 8. And that left me 27 foot away for a birdie putt. Right now, I'm just playing it safe. So for the birdie putt, I played it safe. Rolled a 65-18. Missed it by 1 foot. And then the 11, the snake eyes 11 for the 3, rolled into 1 foot par putt. So after 16, Lee Trevino still 1 under as we head to 17. Lee Trevino up to hole number 17, 1 under par as he's chasing my course record of a -2 by 3 different golfers. And David Toms did it yesterday. So this is a par 3. Got to hit it about 255 yards, so it's a long par 3. And plus it's downhill, so it's going to carry an extra 10 yards. So Trevino's going to get on a tee with a 3-wood, and hopefully he doesn't overcook it. Dice roll was a 63 for a 7. 63-7. Hit a 235. 10, 20, 235, plus the extra 10 downhill. Went left 10, and rolled 15. So rolled off just past hole number 1, just off the green, right up there to the rough. Kind of caught between the deep rough and the regular rough. So he's 10 yards away from the rough. 10 yards away from the rough, rolled a 45-5. Put it on the green 6 foot away from the pin. So on this par 3, he is 6 foot away for a par putt. 65 was an 18. And he calmly rolls into a 6 foot par putt. And through 17 holes, Lee Trevino is 1 under par as we head to hole number 18. Lee Trevino, hole number 18, the final hole. He is 1 under. As he's going to try and get a birdie to get to 2 under and tie 3 other guys I've had at 2 under on this course before. So on hole number 18, he's actually going to pull out the driver. He's named 10 to the right. And it's actually going to downhill 20 yards, and if it hits far enough, he might even get some extra roll. So with the thing, he hits a 62-6. So it's a 255. Then you got the extra 20 on the flight. 5, 10, 15, 20. Well, went right 10. And rolled 25. But then we got the tee shots landing or rolling in the fairway on our past 300-yard marker. Add 30 to any remaining roll. He's going to get an extra 30. So he has a driver of 330 yards. Nicely done. Second shot, he is going to hit a 4-iron. And with the 4-iron, he hit a 24-7, so he hit a 180. And actually with the 4-iron, he's also trying to work at 10 to the right. Anyways, hits a 180. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 195. There's the 180. 1L5. And he rolled 10. And when he tried to work the ball, rolled a 36-16. So instead of going 10 right, he went to a -10. So he ended up at an even. So no work the ball on it. So he was 4 straights away. So he was 60. I rolled a 6. So he's 54 foot away for a birdie putt to get to -2. So at this point in time, he decides he's just going to try to do a leg putt, get it close, and get out of here under par. 55 was an 8 on the leg putt. And he rolled it 1 foot away. So he almost dropped it in, rolled it 1 foot away. Then rolled a 64-23, and he rolled in the 1 foot par putt. So at hole number 18, ended up with par. And we'll do a recap in just a moment with Lee Trevino. If you're still with me here, I hope you enjoyed watching me try to do a golf video. I think golf videos are pretty tricky to try and keep interest and stuff because there's a lot of downtime between the shots and stuff. So I thought I'd give it a shot and use a different way of doing this. I really enjoyed using Lee Trevino at Wicker Basket, otherwise known as Merion East Course. Trevino ended up 1 under par. The one penalty shot kind of set him back, where maybe he could have had a little bit better round here. Very tactical course, short course, only 2 par 5s. Have a lot of the par 3s, but then the par 3s are long par 3s too. For the day, he was 12 out of 18 on greens and regulation. He hit 12 fairways. He had 28 putts for a total of 60 foot, 36 on the front, 33 on the back for an overall of 69. And that is it here from Bay City, Michigan. And I hope you enjoyed the golf video here. And maybe I'll try and do another one in the future. Enjoy your Sunday. Have a great day. Bye. And keep playing Apba.